everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss on HTTP versus HTTPS. Now, what is HTTP? And HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The HTTP protocol provides communication between different communication systems. When the user makes an HTTP request on the browser, then the web server sends the requested data to the user in the form of web pages. In short, we can say that the HTTP protocol allows us to transfer the data from the server to the client. And HTTP is an application layer protocol that comes above the TCP layer. It has provided some standard rules to the web browsers and servers, which they can use to communicate with each other. Now, you might be thinking, what is this TCP layer? TCP stands for Transport Layer Protocol. TCP is the component that collects and reassembles the packets of data, while IP is responsible for making sure the packets are sent to the right destination. And HTTP is a stateless protocol, as each transaction is executed separately without having any knowledge of the previous transactions, which means that once the transaction is completed between the web browser and the server, the connection gets lost. Now, what is HTTPS? The full form of HTTPS is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. The HTTP protocol does not provide the security of the data, while HTTPS ensures the security of the data. Therefore, we can say that HTTPS is a secure version of the HTTP protocol. This protocol allows transferring the data in an encrypted form. The use of HTTPS protocol is mainly required where we need to enter the bank account details. The HTTPS protocol is mainly used where we require to enter the login credentials. In modern web browsers such as Chrome, both the protocol, that is HTTP and HTTPS, are marked differently. To provide encryption, HTTPS uses an encryption protocol known as Transport Layer Security, and officially it is referred to as a Secure Sockets Layer (SSL). This protocol uses a mechanism known as asymmetric public key infrastructure, and it uses two different keys which are given below. Number 1, private key. Number 2, public key. Number 1, private key. This key is available on the web server, which is managed by the owner of a website. It decrypts the information which is encrypted by the public key. Number 2, public key. This key is available to everyone. It converts the data into an encrypted form. What is the main difference or the key difference between the HTTP and HTTPS? The major difference between the HTTP and HTTPS is the SSL certificate. The HTTPS protocol is an extended version of the HTTP protocol with an additional feature of security. This additional feature of security is very important for those websites which transmit sensitive data such as credit card information. The HTTPS protocol is secure due to the SSL protocol. The SSL protocol encrypts the data which the client transmits to the server. If someone tries to steal the information which is being communicated between the client and the server, then he or she would not be able to understand due to the encryption. This is the main difference between the HTTP and HTTPS, that the HTTP does not contain SSL, whereas the HTTPS contains SSL that provides secure communication between the client and the server. Now, you might be thinking that which is better, HTTP or HTTPS? We all know that every element in this world has its own pros and cons. Till now, we have learned that HTTPS is better than HTTP because it provides security. Sometimes our website does not contain an e-commerce page that requires sensitive data. In that case, we can switch to the HTTP protocol. Despite the security, HTTPS also provides SEO, so we do not need to put more effort in boosting our SEO. The speed of HTTP is faster than the HTTPS as the HTTPS contains SSL protocol while HTTP does not contain an SSL protocol. This additional feature of SSL in HTTPS makes the page loading slower. Now let's understand the difference between HTTP and HTTPS in tabular form. In terms of protocol, HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, whereas HTTPS is Hypertext Transfer Protocol with security. In terms of security, HTTP is less secure as the data can be vulnerable to hackers, whereas HTTPS is designed to prevent hackers from accessing critical information. It is secure against such attacks. In terms of port, HTTP uses port 80 by default, whereas HTTPS uses port 443 by default. Number 4. HTTP URLs start with http://. On the other hand, HTTPS URLs begin with https://. Number 5. HTTP is a good fit for websites designed for information consumption like blogs. HTTPS, if the website needs to collect the private information such as credit card number, then it is a more secure protocol. Number 6. HTTP. HTTP does not scramble the data to be transmitted. That's why there is a high chance that transmitted information is available to hackers. HTTPS. HTTPS scrambles the data before transmission. At the receiver end, it descrambles to recover the original data. Therefore, the transmitted information is secured, which can't be hacked. Number 7. HTTP. It operates at TCP or IP level. HTTPS. HTTPS does not have any separate protocol. It operates using HTTP but uses encrypted TLS or SSL connection. Number 8. HTTP. HTTP website do not need SSL. HTTPS require SSL certificate. Number 9. HTTP website doesn't use encryption, whereas HTTPS website use data encryption. Number 10. HTTP does not improve search rankings, whereas HTTPS helps to improve search ranking. HTTP is faster, whereas HTTPS is slower than HTTP. The last, HTTP is vulnerable to hackers, whereas HTTPS is highly secure as the data is encrypted before it is seen across a network. Types of SSL or TLS certificate used with HTTPS. Now, in this HTTPS and HTTP difference tutorial, we will cover the types of SSL or TLS certificates used with HTTPS. Number 1. Domain validation. Number 2. Organization validation. And number 3. Extended validation. Number 1. Domain validation. Domain validation validates that the person who applies for a certificate is an owner of the domain name. This type of validation generally takes a few minutes up to a few hours. Number 2. Organization validation. The certification authority not only validates the domain's ownership but also owner's identity. It means that an owner might be asked to provide the personal ID proof document to prove their identity. Number 3. Extended validation. Extended validation is a topmost level of validation. It includes validation of domain ownership, owner identity, as well as registration proof of business. So that's all for today. I hope you like it. Thank you.